Hi Peter, this is Uncle John again. I'm going to talk quickly about some history of the services. Of course, we're talking about the Australian Army, and much of this is arguable. Okay, so in 1845 to 1872 there was the Maori Wars, but of course pre-1901 there's no such thing as an Australian Army, but there were Australians serving in an army. Slight difference, but the current forces would claim this as part of their history. 1885 there was a war in Sudan that the New South Wales government sent troops to. Okay, Boer War broke out between the Dutch and English in 1899 in South Africa. Let's see what else. We had Gallipoli, but see, before Gallipoli we actually had land troops fighting in New Guinea, kicking the Germans out of Papua New Guinea. Gallipoli, Western Front in the First War from 1914 onwards, that was fought. And of course World War II started in September 39. We had people serving in the Middle East, in the Pacific. We were absolutely routed in Singapore. Just ask me another day about Doc Fagan. We served in Korea under the United Nations forces, served in the Malayan emergency, fending off communists and intruding into Indonesian country, Borneo, Vietnam. Since then, the first Gulf War, we actually had Australian servicemen serving under the English flag when they were seconded. Then the second Gulf War and Afghanistan, and who knows where the next war will be, but undoubtedly will be there, as we're suckers for a fight. Okay, consequently, we're currently sending troops all over the world, be it on peacekeeping or peace-creating services and post-disaster type work. So if it's needed in a hurry, the Army is in a position to do it, and this is part of what they do. So there's a really hyper brief history. If you want more, I'm sure your dad can recommend some books. If he's not sure, I can recommend some books. Right, there's a little bit of history of what you're about to join. Enjoy it.